It is a beautiful morning today in Chicago. It is a little bit cool, but it's tolerable. Good morning, you beautiful ladies. How are you doing today? Oh, there's a lovely train. You know, today I wanted to talk about holding myself accountable. I am so, I have a lot of character defects and I'm trying to work on them. I'm really quick-witted and I spit fire. When I get mad, that's like my defense mechanism. And that's an excuse. I'm making up an excuse for my behavior. But there's the but. When I feel threatened, or my ego, I get hurt or my ego gets hurt, I tend to say really evil and hurtful things, and that is not the way that I want to be. It's not. It affects how I am, my mood. It affects my daughter. I got in an argument today. It's hard living with all women, in a recovery home, and I got in an argument, and bickering back and forth, and like one thing leads to another, and I'm saying hurtful things, and I don't want to be that way. I don't want to be that way. And that's where the first step comes in, that I'm powerless. I am powerless over people, places, and things. So that's pretty much covers the gist of it, everything. But I'm not powerless over the way that I react. As a woman, we have a feeling, then we have an emotion, and then I act on it, Actually, we skip a step. I have a feeling and then I act on it. I'm not thinking about it, I'm not sitting around. I'm not sitting down, taking a deep breath and seeing how this is going to affect my day or how I'm going to hurt somebody else. And that's just holding myself accountable. I need to, it's imperative that I do this. Yesterday, I want to tell you guys some good news. I had DCFS court, and they're sitting, all of them are talking, the state's attorney, the GAL, my lawyer, and I don't get to say a word. I have to just sit there, and they're discussing what's going to happen with my daughter and I. And that's a really tough feeling. That's a real big feeling of powerlessness. But I have the power to do everything right. So when I went into court, they're like, what has she completed? I've completed everything except domestic violence classes, which I will get done. But I've completed everything since the day that they took my daughter into their custody. I got her back and I've done everything they've asked, except the domestic violence classes. So, they're talking about it. Finally, they released me. They released Legacy is in my custody 100%. So that means I can move out of the recovery home now and into my own place. As my addictive behavior, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to move out right away. I'm going to do this and that. And that's not going to happen. I need to save at least, $2,000-3,000 more, sit the winter out, get some more recovery, and then be ready to spread my wings and fly. That little girl's depending on me to make the right decision, and I definitely feel confident that, I'm ready. But 2, 3, 4 more months is not going to hurt me. A good 2 years before you really get out on your own, you need to put into recovery. I know it sounds long and harsh, but I'm telling you, I'm still learning. Today, I really disappointed myself on how I reacted to that situation. That could have escalated very fast. And the end result could have been, fighting or the police getting called or me losing Legacy. Man, I got to think smarter. I can't let people, sometimes people don't want to see you succeed, They don't want to see you happy. So they're going to sit there and push your buttons and try to have you react. And I'm like the pincushion, like, hey, I can get Tiffany to do whatever. I can say whatever and look, she's going to explode. That is not how I want to be. So, today I really got to sit down. I got to journal about my actions. I do. I have to journal about my actions. I really need to not let people try to steal my joy, you know. I'm a happy-go-lucky girl. You know, I don't wish ill upon anybody. You know, even if I get heated in the heat of the moment, I don't stay mad for very long. You know, and I have to look at what I played in it. You know, when you work on your steps, in step 4, it's your resentments. No matter what resentment it is, you know, you played a part in whatever it is. You're still holding on to that. I'm still holding on to that. You know, so I am learning. I'm seeing my behavior and I'm not happy with it. So I'm going to make a change, and that's where it starts, you know. So some good things happen. You know, I got a little off track today, but I'm going to get back on it, and I'm going to fight for my recovery, and I'm going to fight for that little girl, you know. So, you know, I'm sure everyone goes through this at some time in their life, but I want to get better. I want to be a better woman. I want to be a better friend. I want to be a better member of society. You know, I want people when they walk away from me to say, hey, you know, she's a good person. You know, I can learn a lot from her. Not like, oh, you know, she explodes or she's mad or, you know, you can't really talk to her about anything. Like, I'm a woman. I should be able to discuss things as a woman, you know, and I'm learning. I'm still learning. So you guys have a beautiful day. Kiss your babies or your husband or your animals or your wife. And, you know, today's all we got. So live in it. Bye-bye.